Well, hello there everybody. Welcome to another video here on my channel. And as you can see, what I have going on right now is I have a little Xbox game that I'm doing. Not Xbox 360, I'm talking about the original Xbox, not 360 again, or Xbox One, or One X, whatever the hell they call this new stuff now. This is the original one, and live, as you can see, featuring Manny Ramirez on the cover. So this game came out, I think it was around 2000, late 2004, something like that. I don't really remember. And all the stats here are based from the 2004 roster, and the roster is like from based on 2005. So as I have the roster set up on here, I like have all the players like on the teams and all that, like what teams everyone and stuff. Like here for the Orioles, we had Sammy Sosa in the year of 2005. Yes, we did, because of the fact that we traded Jerry Hairston Jr. to the Chicago Cubs, and also this does not, and I repeat, does not have Barry Bonds. It has John Dowd, and of course, John Dowd is Barry Bonds, but really, he's not. It's mainly because of the fact that Barry Bonds is not in the game because of everything that he did, and everybody knows that. So, yeah, the free agents here as well. Magglio Ordonez, who I think was with the Tigers at this time. He says not on the roster. And Jeremy Burnett, who was going to be an Oriole one time, but he never was because I guess the Orioles has never wanted to put him on the roster or something. So as I was saying, I just had to answer some messages and stuff. So all the statistics, like you see, like here for the Orioles, we had Rafael Palmeiro, who returned us. He had 23 homers and 88 RBIs, but batted .258, which I think was the lowest he ever batted for the Orioles. And also, I'm not using my microphone. I'm using this microphone that's attached to my shirt, because with this microphone over here, I mean, I have to look at my TV up here because that's how I have it set up. And I got to sit far back a little bit. If I was sitting closer like this, and I'd be looking up here the whole entire time, which I really don't want to do. So if this microphone here doesn't work all that spectacular, I'm sorry. I mean, it's the only microphone I have that'll work and stuff. I mean, I could use my like this microphone, but I'd have to push it all the way back and stuff. So right now, yeah, just have to deal with it as it is. And yeah, we had a pretty stacked roster in 2004. We really did. Like Rafael Palmeiro, who returned after 1998 when he was with us before. Brian Roberts got a lot of playing time. Melvin Mora had a good season 2004. Geronimo Gil, who was just a backup to Javi Lopez, who, speaking of, had a really, really good season with the Orioles in 2004. He was an all-star snub, in my opinion. He really had a really, really good season, but he really should have made the all-star roster. Luis Matos, who did all right. Larry Bigby had a surprisingly pretty good season. David Newhan, a guy who came out of nowhere for us and actually did really good. And B.J. Surhoff got some playing time too, despite for the age of 40, but he still, did pretty well. Then the pitching stats, now that's really nothing to talk about. Rick Bauer, who did okay. Jorge Julio blew a lot of saves in 2003, so he lost the role. I believe he still had saves in 2004, but most of them were also done by B.J. Ryan, and he had a really good year, even though he was 4-6, but his ERA was 2.28. Then we had James Baldwin, a veteran pitcher who had been with the Chicago White Sox for many years. Rookie Daniel Cabrera, who came up and walked a lot of people, but he did win 12 games. Bruce Chen, who came over from the Blue Jays, I think, whatever team he was with. Omar Dahl, who did not pitch with the Orioles in 2004. He was injured. He was with us in 2003, but he really did not do great. Eric Dubose, another left-handed pitcher who did pitch, but his ERA was terrible. It was over 6. Alright, just answered a message. Okay. Hold on, folks. Alright, so as I was saying, Eric Dubose, who really didn't do all that great. Rodrigo Lopez, who pitched in 37 games. A couple of them were relief pitching, but he still managed to win 14 games, and his ERA was 3.59, which is actually not bad. John Maine, a rookie who pitched in a few games, actually one it says there, and he wound up going to the Mets years later. Sidney Ponson, who returned to the Orioles after 2003 when they traded him to the San Francisco Giants in 2003 for Kurt Ainsworth and Damian Moss, I believe. Kurt Ainsworth still stayed with us, but Damian Moss wound up leaving by free agency, I think. So Sidney Ponson unfortunately had a really rough season in 2005 or 4, but he managed to get some wins, but he won 11 and lost 15 and struck out 115 batters, but his ERA was 5.30. So yeah. Let me fix the thing here, just do that. There we go. Alright, so the rest of them, that's the pitching stats, right. And this other guy, Steve Klein, that came to the Orioles in 2005. So, again, this is what it's based on. Then you also got the Red Sox. Former Oriole Mike Timlin there with them. Scott Williamson, also a former Oriole. I think he was with the Orioles like around 2007 or something, one of them years. I don't really remember. Alright, just answering a message. Alright, Curt Schilling, who was an Oriole in 88, 89, and 90, and had a really good season with the Red Sox in 2004. The Red Sox won the World Series, by the way. Tim Wakefield, the knuckleballer. David Wells, former Oriole in 1996. There's a lot of former Orioles on here. I'll name some. Joe Borowski, who was an Oriole back in 1996, I want to say. I don't remember the years, so none of these people pitched for them. Freddie Garcia, who was an Oriole in 2013, didn't pitch a year with them or a season, just a couple of months with them, I think. Let's see, who else? Kent Merker, who was an Oriole in 95 and 96, I want to say. Something like that. Who else? Arthur Rhodes, underrated Oriole and very good Oriole relief pitcher. He was a starting pitcher in the beginning, then he went to relief, and he was pretty much really good, in my opinion. Cliff Lee, he was not an Oriole, but he was going to be, like in 1996 or 97, one of them years, the Orioles drafted him, and he, I think, instead did not sign. Kevin Millwood, who was an outstanding pitcher, but was not outstanding with the Orioles in 2010. He was like, he had 4 wins and 16 losses, unfortunately. But, yeah, he tried his best, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. Yeah, like I said about Cliff Lee, it would have been nice if he was here. And Kevin Millwood, even though he didn't pitch all that great, you know, but he did his best. I mean, there were games he should have won, but the bullpen wound up blowing a lot of them, unfortunately, I think. And some of them, you know, he just didn't pitch all that great. But that's just the way it goes. But most of the time he did pitch pretty good, but some games he really should have won. Anyway, moving on. I don't think anybody here on the Rockies, none of them. There was Jamie Wright. Jarrett Wright wound up pitching for the Orioles, not Jamie. Troy Percival, who's a good closer, never pitched for the Orioles. Jason Johnson, a former Oriole that was with the Orioles in 2003. 2004 he wasn't with them. He pitched in, I think, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003 with the Orioles. Yep. He was actually not bad. I mean, 2003 was pretty decent. And let's see, I think there are some here on the Marlins. Well, A.J. Burnett, who was almost going to be an Oriole in 2006, but he did not. He went to the Toronto Blue Jays. Nobody over there. There's probably some in the minors here, but I'm just looking at the major league roster. And there's the Rocket, Roger Clemens. Yep, and we all know what happened with him. I mean, yeah, there you go. But still was a pretty good pitcher. Roy Oswalt, Andy Pettitte. Of course, a lot of these people are retired. If you remember the other game I played, the MLB 2K5 game, whatever, or 2K or World Series baseball game for PS2. Yeah, and you saw all the names I showed you in that gameplay I did. If you didn't see it, you know, it's there on my channel. Zach Greinke, who is still active to this day, believe it or not. Jose Lima, rest in peace. Let's see. We got Eric Gagne, who was a really good closer for the Dodgers. Derek Lowe, who used to be with the Red Sox, now with the Dodgers at this time. Brad Penny, Odalis Perez, Jeff Weaver, older brother of Jared Weaver. But no people in here that pitched for the Orioles. There's probably, I thought Scott Erickson was here in the minors for, oh, look at that, Hideo Nomo. Nice. I didn't know that he was in there. Edwin Jackson, who was an Oriole one time, but I really thought Scott Erickson was here in the game. I guess he wasn't. Not in single A either, but yeah. All right, who else we got? Let's move on. Derek Turnbow, who was a pretty good closer for them, for the Brewers. Chris Capuano, good lefty. None of them pitched for the Orioles, like I said. Ben Sheets, who was a really good, outstanding pitcher. Grant Balfour, I believe he did pitch for the Orioles, I don't know if he did. Let me look that up. All right, well, I was doing some research there, and I did not see any stats like for Grant Balfour with the Orioles. I thought that he did. I think the Orioles were pursuing him before, but they never acquired him. Joe Nathan, who was a good closer. Started out as a starting pitcher. Terry Mulholland, who pitched for a good while. Pretty good pitcher. Brad Radke, pitcher for the Twins. Johan Santana, who had a great season in 2004 and had many other good seasons too. Was an Oriole in the minors, but he was not an Oriole in 2012, I think, when the Orioles signed him, or 13, one of them years. Mike Dejean, who was an Oriole in 2004, and he did not pitch all that great, unfortunately. He was 0-5. ERA was 4.57. The Orioles wound up trading him, I believe. I don't remember to what team. Chris Benson, who was an Oriole in 2006, and he was actually not bad, but he wasn't with the Orioles in 2007. I don't know if he was injured or he was with another team. Pedro Martinez, a guy I wish the Orioles had before, but never was an Oriole. Steve Traxel, this guy was an Oriole a couple of times, and he was okay. I mean, he had some games where he pitched good and some that he did not. Now the Yankees. Kevin Brown, who was an Oriole in 1995, and he pitched just that one season, and he actually did all right. Not the best, but he did all right. Randy Johnson, who of course was a Yankee that year at age 41 and still pitching spectacular. Those stats are from 2004 when he was with Arizona, and of course all them numbers there when he was a future Hall of Fame candidate. Now he is in the Hall of Fame, and here's another Hall of Famer and former Oriole, Mike Mussina, who was an Oriole from 1991 to 2000 and a Yankee from 2001 to 2009. And in my opinion, he had better seasons with Baltimore. He was a 5-time All-Star, won some Gold Gloves, went to 2 World Series with the Yankees, and won 20 games with the Yankees in 2008. 2 things he never did with Baltimore was go to the World Series with them and win 20 games. He won 19 games twice with the Orioles, but again, he had better seasons with Baltimore. But yeah. Then you got Carl Pavano, who the Orioles were trying to go after in 2005, I believe it was, but he wound up going to New York. And there's Jarrett Wright, as I mentioned earlier, who was an Oriole. Or is it the Mets that Scott Erickson was on? It was one of them teams. I still can't find him. I thought for sure that he was in this game, or maybe it's the Dodgers he was with. Let me take a look. I just thought for sure. Or we already looked at the Dodgers. What the frock am I doing? Sorry. Who else we got? Chad Bradford, who was an Oriole a couple of times. Good submarine pitcher. Octavio Dotel, I remember him. Justin Dukeshire, who was an Oriole in the 2011 minor leagues, but he never made the roster. And he actually was not bad. Well, I mean, he wasn't bad of a pitcher, but just never made the roster with the Orioles. And Rich Harden, who was a good pitcher for Oakland. And Barry Zito, who won the Cy Young Award in 2002. Good lefty. And most of these people also are in MLB The Show. Like Billy Wagner is in there. Mike Mussina and Randy Johnson are both in the game of MLB The Show 22. Pedro Martinez is in the game. Tom Glavine is in there. Some people that are not Hall of Famers, I believe, that are in the game. Eric Gagne, I believe, is in there. And Jared Weaver, I know, is in the game. Zach Greinke is in the game. And Andy Pettit, Roger Clemens are not, but Roy Oswalt is. And Roy Halladay is, because he's in here for Toronto. And Arthur Rhodes is not. CC Sabathia I don't think is, but Cliff Lee is. Alright, let's move on to the other teams that are former Orioles. I know I'm going on with this and stuff. Randy Wolf, who was an Oriole in 2012. And that's about it. Mike Gonzalez, who was an Oriole in 2010 and 11, I believe he was. Or, yeah, he was, 2010 and 11, because the Orioles brought in Kevin Gregg in 2011 to be their closer. Jose Mesa, who was an Oriole for many years in the late 80s and early 90s. Oliver Perez, who is still pitching to this day. Who else we got? Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer. We've got Adam Eaton, who was an Oriole in 2011. Did okay, but he just kept losing games after that. Jake Peavy, who won a Cy Young Award, I believe. Don't remember what year, though. Armando Benitez, who was an Oriole from 93 to 97, I want to say. Or no, 93 and 98, I think. And who else we got? Now to Seattle. Jamie Moyer, who was an Oriole in 1993, 94, 95. Yeah, pitched for a good while, but not a Hall of Famer. I guess just the numbers are pretty much okay, I guess, to people. I don't know. Rick Ankiel, who was a pitcher and then wound up being an outfielder. Jason Isringhausen. Yep, a lot of good people on here. Chris Carpenter, Mark Mulder, and Adam Wainwright is not in here. He might be in the minors. Yeah, I don't think he came around until 2006 or something like that. I don't know. But no former Orioles on here. Danny's Baez was in 2009, I think. Yep. Jimmy Haynes, another former Oriole in 95 and 96, I believe. Mark Hendrickson, who was a former Oriole. He was also a basketball player, from what I heard. Yeah, he was okay with Baltimore. Same with Danny's Baez. And, or is it Texas that Scott Erickson was the one on here? I think it's, there he is. There's Scott Erickson. Yeah, he was with the Minnesota Twins in the beginning of his career, then joined the Orioles in 95 and left after 2002. Well, he was still with us in 2003, but he was injured. Then he pitched for the Mets in 2004, and I think was injured or just pretty much was in the minors, I think. And Chris Young, who was a pretty good pitcher. Yeah, I knew that Scott Erickson was there somewhere. Anyway, Francisco Cordero, good relief pitcher, good closer. R.A. Dickey, the knuckleballer, who had that great season in 2011, I think, or one of them years, or 12. Kenny Rogers, good, left-handed pitcher, threw a perfect game many years ago. John Wasden, who I think was an Oriole before. A couple in the Blue Jays here. We got Roy Halladay, rest in peace. Josh Towers, who was with the Orioles in 2001 and 2002. And I thought Pat Henkin was here. Well, Sean Douglas, he was an Oriole before. Now, Pat Henkin is not. I guess he was retired. Yeah, he's not in here, but that's all right. Who else we got? Chad Cordero, who's a pretty good pitcher. And, of course, these are all the Washington National people. The year after they were the Montreal Expos. Yeah, Levon Hernandez, Tomo Oka, John Roush, Claudio Vargas, Gary Mahesky, whatever his name was pronounced. I thought it was Majewski or something. I think it was pronounced Mahesky or Mayeski. I think something like Mayeski or whatever. John Patterson, memorable pitcher for the Nationals. Yep. Anaheim Angels, Francisco Rodriguez, or K-Rod they called him, who took the place of Troy Percival. Esteban Yan, a former Oriole in 96 and 97, I think. And there's Bartolo Colon. Yeah, a lot of people, liked him. Yeah, he's a pretty good pitcher. Kelvin Escobar, John Lackey, Jared Washburn. Yep, a lot of memorable names on there. Mike Fetters, who I believe was an Oriole in 1999. Something like that. Russ Ortiz, who was an Oriole in 2005. Pretty sure he was. Javier Vasquez and Brandon Webb. And here's the Atlanta Braves. We saw Greg Maddux. He was there on the Chicago Cubs. And there's Tim Hudson. Him and Mark Mulder and Barry Zito made up the big three in Oakland. And there's John Smoltz, who was a closer at this time. He was not a starting pitcher anymore. But I like them both ways. I kind of like them more as a starter, though, but that's my opinion. And there you have it. So we're not going to, like, play, like, a game or anything, not like a season or anything. We're going to do, like, this thing where you, like, do these little games. It's under the game modes, and it's mini games. So what this is you take a player from any team. So I'm going to choose Vladimir Guerrero, Senior, that is, and there we got Steve Finley that was still playing. He was almost an Oriole, I think, in 2004, but he wound up going to another team. So what you do is you take a batter and you hit like a lot of targets and all that and try and get some points. So I'm going to choose Vladimir Guerrero of the Angels, because you want to go with the person that, like, is the person, you know, that hits like the most. I was doing one yesterday. I was doing an off-camera game. I was using Miguel Tejada of the Orioles. So what you want to do in this game is you have to hit the ball where you want it to go, like where it says on the thing there on the second one, like hit it to left field or down the line or anywhere. If you hit it up the ramp, you know, you'll get more points. Don't hit it on that vortex thing, because it will like bounce back and all that. And the graphics, I think, look pretty insane for a game like this. I mean, take a look at that. So what you got to do is hit this ball down the line, yeah, just like that, but you got to watch that fielder right there. Because if you hit it there, then that's going to mess up your points. And there you go. And that, like, when you get it like that, you'll get more points. Like I said, like I got 800 points, and the goal is 2,000. Now, in this one, you just hit it anywhere. But don't swing and miss like I did right there. And then once you do, you'll get all the points, and then I'll show you that after we do this. This will take a little bit, but to show you like how it goes. So we're gonna try and like swing early, and there we go. Got it like down the line and pass the round. Okay, so they add up all in points. Now we go to the next one. Now the pitch effectiveness will go up a little bit. So now this one has to go down the line. Okay, that's good enough. Or if you hit those tractors over there, or those cars, if you hit the cars, I think it's 100. Yep. If you hit the tractor, it's 1,000. Yeah, if you hit it like there, or one of those cars that's like hanging up there or something on those things, then you'll get points as well too. I just need 300 there. There we go. Well, less than that I needed. Okay, so that one went over just like that. Now up to round 3. Now again, the pitch effectiveness will go up. Like I said, oh my god. Yeah, you gotta watch out, because they'll try and fool you and throw any kind of pitch. And if it goes foul, it's 0 points. Like if you're in the negatives or something, it will not count, which is good. Oh, that barely went foul. Okay. There we go. Yeah, if it hits that bus over there, I think it's worth 100 points. 50. Okay. Probably because it's a easy target, I guess. Oh, that's going foul. Yeah, now I'm doing terrible right now. Alright, let me try again. Now this can go anywhere. There we go. The goal is 500, as it says, like, for what you get. Well, it almost was a home run, but I got over 900 points, but we have 4 pitches to go. There we go. That'll be alright. And another one they have is the pitching, like to do the pitching with your pitcher, like to get points or do some training in that, for those of you that like don't know how to play the game. Okay, that didn't go down the line, but it will be, if it hits any of those things over there, I think it's worth 100. And there you go. Now we're up to round 4. Pitch effectiveness is now at 100. So we have to be careful, you know, because it could be, you know, how fast the pitch could go or whatever. But that's the important thing, is do it like that. Now, next one. Nice one. Going down the line. That's going to be probably close to 800 points if it hits, well, I missed the car, but that's all right. And that's going to go down the line as long as I get, yep, I'm going to pass this one. Now we're up to round 5. That only took me 3 pitches, I think, you know, to get all that. Yeah, 3 pitches. All right, now we got to go down the left field line. Well, either way, as long as it goes there and doesn't hit that red thing, that vortex, as they call it. Okay. Nice one. Yeah, you want to get the player, you know, or use the player that has like the most power and all that stuff. Because Vladimir Guerrero was pretty much the player, you know. He was the MVP winner, I think, in 2004. Almost had that vortex in there, but it missed it. Almost hit the bus. That's all right. Nice one. And we're gonna get past this one. Now we're gonna go up to round 6. I'm pretty much knocking these out of the park. Next one. And of course, the higher you get up, you know, the more points you get as well too. And I'll get to them after we finish this. Look at this. Wow. I'm not going to go over the fence, but that's okay. It doesn't matter if it does. But if it does go over the fence, that's actually a good thing. Ah. Now see, that's what I said there. You know, when they throw that kind of pitch, they're going to try and fool you. I got to watch out for that vortex. Okay. Luckily it disappeared. Yeah, once the ball hits the ground, the vortex thing will stop. There we go. It's not going to be a lot, but it's going to put me close to 400, or over 400. That's good. That's even better. Alright. Not going to go over the fence, but still need some more. Good, good. If I can get over 1,000, I should be able to beat this level. Yes, I did, by 5 points. All right. Round 7. I think I was doing one yesterday, and I think I got up to round 9. I don't know. Oh, it hit that thing there. That's okay. I still got points. Now I gotta try and hit one out of the park, maybe. There we go. It's hit pretty deep. And it hits the car. So an extra 100 points. Got over 1,000. Oh no. I was supposed to hit it straight. That's okay. Try it again. Oh man. Okay, now I'm struggling a little bit. That's alright. Okay, that's going to get through. Give me some points, but not a lot. Now it's going to get a little bit more difficult. Alright. Now, of course, the ramps like aren't moving or anything, but you'll still get points. Just not a lot. And that's going to miss the tractor. I have yet to hit the tractor. I mean, I'm trying. I need to get at least 800 points for this crap. I got 2 pitches left. I gotta focus here. All right, that's gonna help a little bit, but I'm gonna need a little over 400. I should be able to. Yes, through by 2 points. Wow, these are getting tough now. Now we're up to round 8. Now I gotta hit one down the line, but it hit that thing right there. That's okay. It's better than nothing. Gotta do it again. That's fine. That's better. Gonna be close to 600. Well, not quite. Close to 550. There we go. That's more like it. If I could hit one of them cars or something, that'd be good. There we go. 100 for that. Good. I didn't hit it straight, and it's going to go foul. That's going to be a 0. All right, that's another one to go straight. Okay, it's going to get out of here, but that's fine. Hit the school bus at 50. That's good. Gotta go down the line. Get over that thing. There we go. All right. Now, I've still yet to hit a tractor. I mean, I'm trying to do that. For some reason, I can't. Okay, this one might leave. Not quite. Okay, just need a little over 450 to beat this. I don't think it's going to for this. I gotta do it one more time. Just need 72 points. Yeah, but I got more than that. I got over 900. So I got close to 5,000. So I got a pretty good chance at beating this one. It's for 4,500. Okay, that's not going in the territory I wanted to go, and I'm still trying to hit that tractor, and I can't. I got over 400 at the start. Try another. Again, not going the direction it wants it to go, but still another 400, so I doubled it. Kind of. There we go. That's what we want to do. It'll be a little better, over 600. Now just gotta hit one straight. Good, good. Not gonna hit the vortex. It's past it. All right, 6 pitches to go. There it goes. Not out of the ballpark. Wow. Can't even hit any. I've hit him like, you know, on the ramp and stuff, and it goes over the fence, but I haven't hit him like over, you know, without using any of them things. Nice. Now this might do it. I think it will, even if it hits the tractor. Well, it didn't, but I beat it. All right. Round 10. Whew. Now this is for the big 5,000 points. Oh, missed it. One of the rare times now that I missed it. That's all right. I guess the pitch effectiveness is really getting up there, but I missed the vortex. Here's another one. Might hit the bus. Yep, 50. Right down the line. I got it. Yes, it stayed fair. It stayed on the thing, and there we go. Sweet. Good. Do it again. Well, not quite. It went to the fielder. That's all right. Got 2,000 points. Got to get a little less than 3,000. I think that's going to hit the vortex. It will, but it'll stop. Still got 161 points. Crap. It's going to hit that thing again. No, it's not. Yeah, it did a little bit, but it's fine. It's all good. Yeah, you gotta swing late on these if you're gonna hit it down the line. What if it hits the pole? I was gonna say, what if it hits the pole? But, okay. 3 pitches to go. There we go. Got another. I just need a little less than 300. Oh, I had to swing down the line. Oh, goodness. Okay, I got confused there for a minute. All right, he's got to hit one to left, and we beat this. Oh, it's got to be, it might hit the tractor. That's going to help me. Come on. Yes, I got the tractor. And I got over 6,000. Now we're into round 11. I could be able to get 6,000 in this one. Okay, not going to be, well, it's going to go out. Might hit the bus, yes. Maybe another. Well, almost that car, not quite, but okay. There we go, good. Vladimir Guerrero is tearing it up on here. Gonna hit the car, yeah, another 800 points there. And I'm not gonna go to the right side, but it's still points. Getting there, gotta find them targets, there we go. Come on, hit the bus. Not quite. Almost got 666, I'm glad I didn't get that. Ah, that's going foul. Need a little less than 3,000 points. There we go. That's good. Alright. Gotta hit it down the line. There we go. Maybe hit the tractor. Nope, it's too high. We'll hit the bus probably. Yep, from the side. Good. There's a good one. Alright. It's gonna not get out of here, but it will get me some points. I need a little less than 1,000 for this. Okay. I'm gonna need just about 200 or so. And there we go. I beat it again. Wow. Whew. I never gotten up this high. And now we're up to round 12. Yeah, this is a pretty cool thing I think they added here because you'll get like all these points. And I will show you that. I'm sorry I'm repeating. I'm just letting you all know in case anybody's joining in. Another car hit down the line. Okay. Well, not down the line, but it is in that territory, so that's good. We're gonna need more points. Oh no, not that way. Definitely not that way. That's okay. Gotta get it back. And not there, unfortunately, but get some more points again. Gotta try and get the, oh, missed it. I swung way, way too early. I gotta hit some of the tractors now. I gotta get at least 1,000 points. And it's heading for one of them, but he's going away. I got 4 pitches left. This is getting a little serious now. I'm aiming for the tractor, but he's pulling away, and I just missed him. Okay, we're gonna need some big ones. Okay, this is, I'm trying, but now we're over 3,000. I need at least 3,000 points to try and stay in this, and that's not gonna do it. Nope. That's okay. We got up to round 12. I mean, that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. Okay. That's alright. That's certainly alright. No complaints about that one bit at all. Even though it was on rookie, but still, that's pretty good. So how many points did I get from that? I had to get a lot, I'm sure. 1,000. Okay, you're kidding me, but that's okay. But anyway, now what we're going to do with all these points is we're going to go over to the rewards thing. This is where you can get, like, all this stuff. Like, what you can do is you can get classic stadiums, legendary teams, legendary players, and retro jerseys. Yeah. This is basically like the beginning of Diamond Dynasty, like, in my opinion. So they got all these things where you can, like, win a game in extra innings, score 10 runs in a game, hit 2 home runs in the same batter, have a player hit a grand slam in a game, which is repeatable. In other words, you can do that like a bunch of times. Have a player hit 600 in a game for batting average, have a player hit 800 or 1,000, have a player hit a triple, a pitcher get 10 Ks in a game, have a player get 15 Ks, 20 Ks, have a pitcher pitch a complete game, have a pitcher pitch a shutout, and have your pitcher pitch a no-hitter, which is worth 750 points, and your pitcher pitch a perfect game, 1,000 points. And yeah, have a player steal home, have a player steal a base twice in a game, steal 4 bases, throw out a runner at home, beat the Yankees in an exhibition game at Yankee Stadium, the Red Sox at Fenway Park, Marlins, Astros, Cubs, Phillies, Angels, Giants, Mariners, Mets, Blue Jays, Orioles, Dodgers, Braves, Yankees, Twins, or Rangers and Twins. Beat a AAA team or a AA team, a single A team. Then in here, you got beat John Dowd in a home run derby showdown, which of course is Barry Bonds, as I said, but it's not him. Then you got Jeremy Burnett, Steve Finley, Luis Gonzalez, Bobby Abreu, Carlos Beltran, Adrian Beltre, Hank Blaylock, Miguel Cabrera, who's still active, Vinny Castilla, Adam Dunn, Troy Glaus, Mike Lowell, Moises Alou, Eric Chavez, Albert Pujols, Jim Thome, Jason Giambi, Hee-Seop Choi, David Ortiz, Pat Burrell, Jermaine Dye, Jim Edmonds, Sammy Sosa, Alex Rodriguez, Manny Ramirez, Richie Sexson, Javi Lopez, Carlos Delgado, Frank Thomas, Craig Biggio, Jeff Bagwell, Gary Sheffield, Rafael Palmeiro, Brett Boone, and Todd Helton. Then you got all the mini games here. Like all this stuff here. Yeah, we've done like a lot of that, and that's all the things there. Then you got the classic stadium. So we got the Astrodome, the former home of the Houston Astros. I could buy that if I wanted to, but I don't really think I want to. I like to get the classic jerseys. Then we got the Reds' hometown from 1970 to 2002. The Indians' hometown from 1932 to 1993. They're still Cleveland Indians to me, not Cleveland Guardians. Crosley Field, the former home of the Reds. The home of the sorry, answering a message or texting. Oops. All right, the Red Sox Stadium, which I believe is Fenway Park. And you got the home of the Pirates from 1909 to 1970. I don't really know what stadium that is. The home of the Senators from 1903 and 1961. The home of the Expos in 2003 and 2004. The home of the Twins from 61 to 81. The home of the Expos in 1977 to 2004, which is Olympic Stadium. Then you got Qualcomm Stadium, the home of the Padres from 1969 to 2003. The home of the Athletics from 1909 to 1954. The home of the Cardinals, 1920 to 1966. The home of the Tigers from 1912 to 1999. Tiger Stadium, that is. The other ones I'm not too sure. And Veterans Stadium, the home of the Phillies from 1971 to 2003. Now the retro jerseys, and of course they're really cheap actually. They're only 25 points. So I'll buy, a bunch of them. So we got the Rockies, Blue Jays, Marlins, Anaheim Angels, Indians, Brewers, the Cubs, Royals. You got all these jerseys that you can unlock. Like those nice teal jerseys of the Marlins there. That's a pretty nice one. The old Astros jerseys, like those, which are pretty nice. The Brewers, when they were American League team back in '94. Another one for the Anaheim Angels, Texas Rangers. Yeah, we'll unlock a good amount of these. The Diamondbacks. Just to get, like, a good amount of them. The old Tampa Bay Devil Rays uniforms. Another one for the Brewers. One of the Tigers there. Nice one. Blue Jays road jersey. The Cardinals. And, of course, you can use them, like, in a season mode game. Anything you want to do. And Mets. Yep. So, just showing like some stuff on there that that they have, just some really cool stuff, like I said. So, Chicago White Sox, 1980 jersey, Padres. Now, of course, they get a little bit higher in pricing in the points. Like, they go up to 100 and 125 points. The Rockies and the Montreal Expos jerseys, Royals, Padres, Red Sox, 1908 jersey, White Sox, Braves. Yep. The Brooklyn Dodgers from 1944. Another Mets jersey, another Indians jersey, White Sox road jersey, Giants alternate jersey from 1982. Mariners, Yankees, 1903. Then you get into these that have question marks on them, and they're 77 road jerseys. Some of them might be the Orioles, but I don't know. It just doesn't say. 94 road jersey, 97 alternate jersey, and a lot of them are high in pricing. Like a lot are up to 300 and 350. Yeah, I don't see any on here that say the Orioles. Just a bunch of them are just other teams. Then they'll go up to 600 points and 650, 700. Royals, St. Louis Browns jersey, the team before the Orioles became the Orioles in 1954. The rest of them and all of them go up to 1,000 points on here, like all these. Now, the legendary players, I forgot to mention. So, and you can also use these in the game as well, too. Like, you got Al Kaline, and most of these legends are in MLB The Show, and I will tell you, Al Kaline, he is in the game. Billy Williams, he is in MLB The Show. Enos Slaughter, I believe he is not. I'm not too sure. Ferguson Jenkins, I believe he is. Hal Newhouser is in the game. And it will be the show. Lou Baudry, whatever it's pronounced, or I think it's Baudry or something, or Baudry. I don't know what it's pronounced. But I don't think he's in the game. Phil Niekro, I think he is not. Ralph Kiner, he's in the game. Richie Ashburn is in MLB The Show. Rick Farrell is not in the game. Robin Roberts is in the game. Bob Lemon is not in the game. Bobby Doerr, he is not in the game. Dennis Eckersley is in the game. Hoyt Wilhelm, I don't think he is. Jim Bunning, not in the game. Larry Doby, he is. Lou Brock, yes. Louis Aparicio, yep. Monty Irvin, I believe he is. Orlando Cepeda, I believe so. Phil Rizzuto, he is not. Then they have question marks on these people. This pitcher was a pitcher from the Indians. Person was a pitcher for the Indians from 1936 to 56, and I believe that's Bob Feller, and I believe he's in the game. Third baseman from the Orioles from 55 to 77, that's Brooks Robinson. He's in the game. Carlton Fisk, the catcher from the Red Sox to White Sox, 1969, 1993, and he is not in the game. Anyway, pitcher from the Athletics and Yankees, 65 to 79. That's Catfish Hunter. I believe he is in the game. Don't believe me on that. I don't really think he is. But I thought he is. Senators, Indians, and White Sox pitcher, 39 to 63. I don't know who that is. Some of you might know who, but I'm not sure. Braves, third baseman, 52 to 68. That's Eddie Matthews. He's in the game. Pitcher from the Giants and Indians, 62 to 83. I want to say that was Vida Blue, but he also pitched for Oakland. And that's not who that is. And of course, these cost a good amount of points, to get these players. I mean, really, they do. Just looking at a message on here. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Third base from the Tigers, 43 to 57. I want to say it's Charlie Gehringer or Hank Greenberg. I think Charlie Gehringer was a third baseman. Hank Greenberg, I think it was first base. I don't know. First base, third base, left field, Senators and Twins, 1954, 1975. That is Harmon Killebrew. I believe so. Second base, Astros and Reds, 63 to 84. I think that's Joe Morgan. Pitcher from the Giants from 60 to 75. I want to say that's Juan Marichal. Shortstop from the Dodgers, 40 to 1958. I want to say Pee Wee Reese. Second base for the Cardinals, 45 to 63. My mind is telling me Rogers Hornsby, but I don't know if that was the year he played. I mean, or it's not Ozzie Smith. He was a shortstop, and he played in the 80s and 90s. Anyway, second base, first base, Twins and Angels, 1967 to 85. That's Rod Carew. Relief pitcher, Athletics, Padres, and Brewers, 68 to 1985. That is Raleigh Fingers. And by the way, he's in the game. Rod Carew's in the game. Pee Wee Reese is not one, or he might be. I don't know. Juan Marichal, I'm not too sure. Joe Morgan is. Harmon Killebrew is. I don't think that third baseman for the Tigers is. Vida Blue, I think, is, but that's not Vida Blue, the one 62 to 60 to 83 or whatever. Eddie Matthews, I said, is. I don't know that person. I think Catfish Hunter is, and Brooks Robinson, I said, is. Okay, moving on. Pitcher, Orioles, 1965-1984. That is Jim Palmer, and he's in the game. First base, Athletics and Red Sox, 1925 to 1945. I believe that's Jimmy Fox, and I think he's in the game. Third baseman, Phillies, 1972 to 1989. That is Mike Schmidt, and I believe he is in the game. Shortstop, center fielder from the Brewers, 74 to 1993. That is Robin Yount, and yes, he is in the game. Catcher, Dodgers, 48 to 57. I want to say that's Roy Campanella. And I don't think he is in the game. Center fielder for the Yankees, 1951 to 1968. That's Mickey Mantle, and he's in the game. Pitcher for the Mets and Reds, 1967 to 1986. Well, they forgot another team. They forgot the White Sox. But anyway, it's Tom Seaver, and he's in the game. Pitcher from the Braves, 1942 to 1965. I want to say that's Warren Spahn, and I think he is in the game. Left field first baseman for the Pirates, 1962-1982. I want to say that's Willie Stargell, and I think he is in the game. He is, yes, he is. Who else? Pitcher for the Cardinals, 1959 to 1975, Bob Gibson, and he is in the game. A first baseman, but doesn't even say, it does not say the teams on there or how many years he played, and I don't even know who that is. So we need more information. Pitcher from the Red Sox, 1890 to 1911. That would be Cy Young, and he's in the game. Shortstop for the Pirates, 1897 to 1917. And the rarest baseball card that always goes for the most amount of money, Honus Wagner. He's in the game. First base for the Yankees, 1923 to 1939. That, of course, is the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, who is in the game. Pitcher for the Mets, Angels, Astros, and Rangers, 1966 and 1993. That is no doubt Nolan Ryan, who is in the game. Right fielder, Athletics, Yankees, Angels. They forgot a team. They forgot the Orioles. But nonetheless, 1967 to 1987, that is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Pitcher, Indians, Browns, and Athletics, 1948 to 1953, and again in 1965. To me, that sounds like Satchel Paige, but I don't really know. I mean, it could be, but I really don't know. I mean, that's the only one that makes sense to me, but I don't remember him pitching for the Browns or the Athletics. I don't know. I mean, it's not Minnie Minoso because he was a outfielder, but even though if it's Satchel Paige, he's not in the game. Center field for the Tigers, 1905 to 1928, Ty Cobb. He unfortunately is not in the game anymore, and I don't know why. They stopped doing it, I think, after MLB The Show 20. I think they stopped doing that, yeah. Wasn't in MLB The Show 21 and not in MLB The Show 22. Pitcher from the Senators, 1907 to 1927. I want to say that's Walter Johnson, and he is in the game, I believe. First base for the Giants, 1959 to 1980. I believe that's Willie McCovey, and I believe he is in the game. Catcher for the Yankees, 1946 to 1965, Yogi Berra, and he is not in the game anymore. I think after MLB The Show 18, he was not in any more of the games. Red Sox, Yankees, right fielder, well, pitcher, then right fielder from 1914 to 1935, Babe Ruth, the great Bambino, and he is in the game. He was introduced in MLB The Show 18. Yep. He also did play with the Braves for a little bit at the end of his career, but he did play with them for a little bit. Second baseman, Dodgers, 1947 to 1956, and that would be Jackie Robinson, and he is in the game. Catcher from the Reds, 1967 to 1983, and that is Johnny Bench. He is in the game. And then you got managers. Managers from the Reds, Tigers, 1970 and 1995. That's Sparky Anderson. And they don't have managers in the game. They just have this kind of stuff. And manager for the Dodgers, managed from 1976 to 1996. That would be Tommy Lasorda. And again, they don't have managers in the game. But there you go. That's all that stuff. And the legendary teams. But in order to do that, you have to unlock all 25 legend players. And the Heroes team, and to do that, you gotta unlock all 25 of the Heroes. And it's a really cool stuff in my opinion. Then all these trophies and all that, and your stats. And then they got the Dynasty mode and game modes where you do like a season mode, all that stuff. And you got owner mode, you got Xbox Live, but they're not up anymore because this game is from 2005 or late 2004, one of them years. But I thought I'd show that to you all. I mean, I think some really cool stuff this is. I mean, I thought this was probably one of the best baseball games. But yeah, it really was. I mean, it was always a really, really good game to play. You can do like a play now game, all that stuff that just shows here. Then extras, like little games presented and credits, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Thanks for watching this video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Not a bad thing, a good thing. You all take care. Thank you again for watching.